Now that American soldiers have all but left Afghanistan, the UN warns the Taliban maintains close ties to Al-Qaeda and the country could once again become a breeding ground for international terrorists.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
The Taliban, fearing a change in policy, had a clear message for the new US president. Joe Biden has just been elected. Do you think that could potentially change the situation?
د جو بایدن لپاره د موږ مشوران دا ده چې د ټرمپ تګلاره خپله کړو، خپل عسکر وباسي د ملک نه، نور د نه ځان خوږوي نه د خپل ملک اقتصاد خرابوي، چې هغه بله چاره هم نه لري.
But you're now no longer fighting against American soldiers. You're fighting against people who believe in the same book as you, who are the same religion as you. You're fighting against your brothers.
نو کوم د شهر مطابق قوانین که دا حکومت ومینې موږ د دې سم کوم ستونزه نه لرو. امریکایانو سم کومه ستونزه چې هواره شوې هغه په دې شکل ده چې دی به په موږ غرض نه لري، موږ په دې غرض نه لرو. صرف هغه یوه د وتلو لار هم دوی ته ورکړې ده چې دی په یعنې په امن کې ووځي. دی په لاس جوړ شوی نظام په افغانستان کې اوس چلیږي.
Was that a message or a threat?
د موږ خبر هم ورته همدا دی، اخطار هم همدا دی. که دا جنگ زیاتوي نو موږ د جنگ او د جهاد لپاره بالکل آماده یو. موږ په جهاد باندې نه ستړي کیږو، په زخمو باندې نه غمجن کیږو، په شهادت باندې نه دردیږو. موږ که شهیدان شوم کامیاب یو، که په ستړي وم کامیاب یو، که په جنگ کې وم کامیاب وو. موږ په فاتحانه توګه کابل ته انشاءالله ننوځو. دا د موږ لار او کامیابي ده.
Mr. President, do you admit failure in Afghanistan? Mistakes. There was a report on Afghanistan in withdrawal saying there was failure, mistakes. Do you admit there was mistakes during the withdrawal and before?
No. All the evidence is coming back there. Remember what I said about Afghanistan? I said Al-Qaeda would not be there. I said it wouldn't be there. I said we'd get help from the Taliban. What's happening now? What's going on? Read your press. I was right. Thanks.
And it makes a big difference to tell the American people the truth about what our options are in ending this war. If tomorrow the order goes out from I'm President of the United States, I issue an order, end the war today, begin to withdraw all American troops. It will take a year to get the American troops out. Do you hear me now? That's the truth. It will take a year to get them physically out. Now, if you leave all the equipment behind, you might be able to do it in 7 months. And you leave those billions of dollars of weapons behind, I promise they're going to be used against your grandchild and mine someday.
The chaotic and deadly U.S. evacuation from Afghanistan stunned Americans and the world and cost the lives of 13 U.S. soldiers. Now a damning new report blames the Biden administration for being slow to evacuate U.S. citizens and Afghan allies, according to an Army investigation first obtained by the Washington Post. One national security official saying an evacuation would signal we have failed. According to the report, 3 days before Kabul fell, Rear Admiral Peter Vasely, the top commander in Afghanistan, sounding alarms to acting U.S. Ambassador Ross Wilson. But another military official telling investigators the embassy needed to position for withdrawal and the ambassador didn't get it. Congress has now ordered a broader investigation.
When did the State Department start to increase the processing of those who are seeking to immigrate to the United States? Was there anyone in the White House who was holding up the processing by sending the signal saying, don't wrap this up or ramp it up?
The report also citing testimony from an Army officer who went door to door at the U.S. Embassy on August 15th, the day Kabul fell, urging staff to get ready to leave, but says some were, quote, intoxicated and cowering in rooms. The military is saying very clearly that the State Department was very slow, unwilling to recognize the urgency of evacuating the embassy.
The fundamental problem is that we decided to leave Afghanistan precipitously without a plan to get people out. And that's everybody's fault.
Tonight, dozens of Americans are still stranded in Afghanistan, along with thousands of Afghan allies, including many women protesters at risk, but not permitted by the U.S. on the flights taking people out. Ambassador Wilson was not available for comment, but the State Department says cherry-picked comments don't reflect the months of work that was already underway or what U.S. diplomats did to evacuate U.S. citizens and Afghan allies.